What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel, Am I Trippin' or Not Tarot. My name is Cockfrost, but you could call me the Ghetto Nun. So I'm here to just do the spirit messages. You know, it's Grab Bag Monday, so I don't ever really know what the fuck I'm doing. I just freestyle. Uh-oh! My name is Peaches, and I'm the best. All the DJs want to feel my breast. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, baby. I just freestyle this shit, right? On Mondays. So we're gonna do spirit messages. I'm gonna see what spirit messages that we need to know in regards to connecting to our higher self, what we need to know in regards to love and career and finances. That should like kind of sum all that shit the fuck up, right, this week. I do cuss in my readings and give no fucks about it, so if you do, please get the fuck on. I do start all of my cards upright in my deck. I don't believe in starting out with reversals because that's some bullshit. I did not pre-shuffle and lay any cards out because, again, my name is Peaches and I'm the best. All the DJs want to feel my breast. Ha 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 ha. That's my freestyle because I freestyle the shit. Please keep in mind this may or may not resonate with every single motherfucker in the convent. Get no fucks. Info for private readings will be below the video. Thank you to everybody for all the bookings, donations, likes, subscribes, comments, and shares. Love ya. Okay? Okay. All right, y'all. Let's see what's popping spiritually. So we'll see what's popping spiritually on how we can connect to our higher self, what we need to know spiritually in regards to love, and what we need to know spiritually in regards to career and finance, okay, this week. Excuse me. A message from God in regards to how we can connect to our higher selves this week. A message from God, how we can connect to our higher selves this week. Counseling, it says. You heal with kind words, wise advice, and an empathetic ear. So basically walking in your divinity, tolerating bullshit. That's what I'm getting. Tolerating the bullshit. Okay. One for love. I mean, I shouldn't have said that, but that's basically what I took from that. It's like dealing with bullshit. Endurance. In regards to love, it says sensitivity. How you need a man with sensitivity. A man like me. Says you're becoming more sensitive and need to make changes accordingly. These are messages in regards to love. Uh-oh, someone who can love you. Someone who will like me, girl. I know I skipped the whole chunk, but that's just what I heard. Anyway, messages from God in regards to love and finances. Career and finances this week. No, that's too many. We'll take the first one, Joe. Builder. Bob. Your innate ability to build and create brings you a deep sense of accomplishment. That's in regards to career and finances. So you got counseling in regards to connecting with your higher self, right? Or getting even more connected to your higher self. You got sensitivity in regards to love. And you got builder in regards to career and finances, everybody. All right. Now, let's see what's going on with that. Counseling. I got to put these shits up. The table getting too crowded. All right. In regards to connecting with your higher self, it says you heal with kind words, wise advice, and an empathetic ear. Let's see what goes on with that. Clarify this counseling card in regards to connecting with our higher self this week. Eight of Pentacles reverse came out. Yeah, I feel like it's going to be some bullshit. Only reason you heal with kind words, wise advice, and an empathetic ear. Only reason you would have to heal is because some shit is broken or sick, right? Eight of Pentacles reverse. This lets me know that you have to deal with some bullshit in order to connect with your higher self, which makes sense. Ain't nothing easy. If it was easy, how the fuck could it be divine? That's like that's like saying Jesus went to get crucified and he just voluntarily walked to the hill of Golgotha and shit. He didn't have to deal with the thorns. He didn't get beaten. They didn't, none of that shit. Just like, I go when I feel like it. Yeah, okay. You don't connect to your higher self like that. Eight of Pentacles reverse, you do. This is what's the word they're telling me? Hold on, y'all. This is, they're saying adversaries, but that's not what I'm like feeling from it. That's what they're saying, but I guess so. People going against you. Adversaries. All right, y'all. I heard you. They like, no, say it. Okay. Yeah, adversaries. It's basically saying you can heal I don't know if it's others, because it looked like she talking to her damn self. You know what I'm saying? Because I asked how you can connect with your higher self. So when I say tolerating bullshit, that don't mean going to tolerate bullshit with other people. That means talking yourself off the ledge. That's who she talking to. She ain't talking to them motherfuckers. Don't get it twisted. It says you heal with kind words, wise advice, and an empathetic ear. I feel like that's towards yourself, especially with the Eight of Pentacles reversed. That means other motherfuckers ain't even listening to what the fuck you got to say. They ain't willing to compromise or nothing. Nothing. You talking yourself off the ledge. That would, so it's like a self-endurance, basically. Like you are your own coach, basically. You your own pep talk, you know? Damn, okay. Eight of Pentacles reverse. Damn, those felt. That was the Eight of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like you give yourself it fell on the floor, I can't take it. But it's like you give yourself your own pep talk and shit. You know what I mean? Like, these motherfuckers only got Eight of Pentacles and they bear whoever the fuck they is. I feel like this is opposition. Thank you, y'all. Opposition. They said adversaries, but they know I like saying ops. Yeah. Opposition. And you will have to heal yourself with kind words, wise advice, and an empathetic ear towards yourself, though, people. Be nice to yourself this week, people. Basically. One with the Eight of Pentacles. Yep, that shit came back out. Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, it's almost like keep your eyes on the prize. It's almost like forget what the earthlings are saying. Just remember what God told you. Ten of Pentacles. This is about your legacy, your generation after you, and the generation after them, and all that shit. So it's almost like this is like somebody saying, Timmy, I don't know who the fuck Timmy is, right? Timmy, you're a shitty ass worker. Your dad's always been shitty, and your kids are gonna be shitty, right? That's somebody. Everybody's heard that like type of thing where they're like, "Bitch, you just like your mama, you just like your daddy, ain't gonna be shit," right? That type of shit. That Prince shit. How could you just leave me standing? Eight of Pentacles reversed, basically. It's saying don't give in to that shit. I feel like honestly, what they're making me feel like is be expected to be like kind of put down and talked down to this week, people. Where you're gonna have to, like I always say, physician. Well, I don't say, the Bible says. None. Stop taking credit for the Bible. Physician, heal thyself. That's what this is. Eight of Pentacles reversed with the Ten of Pentacles. You all right, man? So basically, you're gonna get some interference, people. Where you will have to tell yourself these kind words, wise advice, and give yourself an empathetic ear. Because that's what people don't know. Like, excuse me, for us to be divine counterparts, there are more regular 3Ders than there are divine counterparts on Earth. I'm a firm believer of that, or else it just doesn't seem like God would make everybody just on some divine shit. Like, that's just not the way the shit's built. I feel like everybody probably had the potential, but some are chosen, some are not. Real shit. So since there are more 3Ders than 5Ders, right? Of course you're going to get some interference and some opposition. I feel like that's going to come up this week. Probably in regards to work and family. So it could be them saying, you're not performing the way you used to. You're not, your family's like, you don't come around. You're not. Everybody got something to say. What you telling yourself, though, that's all that matters. That's how you can connect to your higher self. By shutting out the outside noise, people. For sure. Shutting out the outside noise. One more with this all pentacles right here. So this is in regards to stability and shit. So it's in order to connect to your higher self, you can't look at the things on the ground. Basically, all these pentacles. Queen of Cups here. Yeah, it's all about the self-love tour, baby. 2019 going into 2020. Going into 2020 with this damn Ten of Pentacles and this Queen of Cups. The crazy shit about it is it's almost like I feel like to connect to your higher self, you can't focus on any of this shit as far as the tangible, the money, the work, what your family's saying, and all that shit. All you can focus on is you. Queen of Cups. That's it. You can't focus on that. And it seems like when you don't focus on the money and all that shit and business and family and all that shit, when you don't focus on that and focus on yourself, you connect to your higher self and you get the Ten of Pentacles anyway. So it kind of seems like to connect to your higher self, get rid of all the extra shit that don't have shit to do with what the fuck you building. It's like you building a car and you brought a bunch of scotch tape. What the fuck you bring that for? We can't use that. It's that type shit. It's like, so you talking down on yourself or allowing people to get in your head and all that shit or stop your grind, your hustle and shit. You can't, man. You're on a mission. To connect to your higher self, it looks like you have to shut out the outside noise this week, y'all. Real shit. And just go to where you're going. And just keep going to where. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. And just keep swimming, yo. One on this Eight of Pentacles reverse. Yeah, God's authoritative vast thumbs. So to connect with your higher self, God is telling you not to focus on the world. Really. Because this is God's thumbs. So I know now that it's God telling you not to put too much focus and shit into this shit. 10 of Pentacles. Where's my next meal coming from? What if he or she divorces and then I have to pay all this money for the kids? What if I don't meet the mortgage? What if the business doesn't? To connect to your higher self, God is like, man, stop focusing on that shit. Could be gone tomorrow, G. All that money and all that shit could be gone tomorrow. So why are you focusing on that? Real shit. When I already promised it to you. 10 of Pentacles. You need to be focused on yourself. Loving yourself as much as you love that fucking money, says God. That's how we can connect to our higher selves, aka to him. Let go all that earthly shit. He don't give a fuck about that shit. And it's I kind of feel what he's saying, because it's almost like God is saying, don't come to me just for that. You know what I mean? If that's what you come in here just for, turn around. 8 of Pentacles reversed with the message card. I don't want to hear about that shit. You know? This 10 of Pentacles reminds me of the descendants of Abraham. I don't know why I'm hearing that, but that's what I'm hearing. And remember, they would, what did they say? He would be able to, it would be so many of them, right? That they would number like the sands of the sea, basically. Like that's how many descendants of Abraham that there would be. As many like granules of sand, basically, in every ocean, every sea. That's a lot of people. So it's almost like, you are one of those grains of sand, I'm being told, people. That's what I'm being told. You're one of those grains of sand, which means that, and you know, Abraham had that damn prophecy and that God gave him about his generation after him and the one so on and so forth. That shit went all the way fucking back and shit. So that's probably why God don't want you to focus on that shit. Because you are I'm picking up descendants. I don't know. I can't really say who's who, but that's what I'm hearing. I keep hearing the word descendants. So I don't know. I don't want to say who's a descendant and who ain't, because I don't really know. But I'm feeling like a blood descendant right here. I don't know. I believe there are plenty of blood descendants left of Abraham and Jesus. We'll never know. They would kill that person. So I feel like even if you were, you would never know. You would just be cloaked. You'll always feel like you have this force within you, which I feel like is dispersed into everybody. Like I said, you know what I mean? It's God's gift, of course. But I feel like I said, he only gives it to the chosen. This is them, 10 of Pentacles. If you watching this shit, there's a reason why. So there's some form of spiritual descent. That's what they're saying. Spiritual descendant. Thank you. Because I'm like, how the fuck? Shit, I'm from Jersey. No, I ain't from Jersey. I'm from LA. But I'm just saying, for a motherfucker that's like, I'm from Jersey. Man, I don't know nobody in Jerusalem, man. Nah, spiritual descendants is what they just told me. Thank you for clearing that on up, buddy. Because I was scratching my head too. Like, what? Yeah, spiritual descendants of Abraham is what I'm hearing. Yeah, okay. They're still talking, y'all. That's why I got quiet. Sorry. Yeah. It's already been written. That's why. Okay. So spiritual descendants of Abraham is what they're telling me to address y'all as. Okay. Oh, they told me to look at the man in the 10 of Pentacles. Look at his beard and shit. Yeah. Okay. Spiritual descendants of Abraham. That's what they keep saying. So yeah, then basically it's already written. So it's almost like that's what you would have to keep reminding yourself in regards to connected to your higher self. You heal with kind words, wise advice, and an empathetic ear. So it's almost like people talking shit if you just were like in your head to yourself. I'm a spiritual descendant of Abraham. All my shit's been written. This is a motherfucker cock blocking, cuz. Basically, it's almost, you can say it like that. That's how the fuck the nun gonna say it, right? But it's just remembering who you are, why you're here, basically. That's how you connect to your higher self. Don't let these motherfuckers get in your head, basically. 10 of Pentacles. I like that, spiritual descendants of Abraham. That's what's up. Toil and labor with the 10 of Pentacles. This is doing shit you don't want to do. So basically, in order to connect to your higher self, like God is telling you not to focus on this shit, I feel like this is not to lean on your own understanding. Because this is you trying to work some shit out. 8 of Pentacles. He like, why are you trying to work some shit out when I already told you what the fuck you need to do? Be careful, y'all, because this toil and labor in the deck means doing something you don't want to do. But when God asks you to do it, it don't matter if you want to do it or fucking not, right? Your generation, you are a spiritual descendant of Abraham. You're going to do it. It's just like the story of Jonah. Like I tell y'all all the time, he was supposed to go to Nineveh. God told him, get your ass to Nineveh. Jonah like, man, ain't shit popping in Nineveh. I'm going to go where I want to go. Said Jonah. God like, I think the fuck not. That's what this shit is. Eight of Pentacles reversed. This Jonah, like, God gave him his orders, take your ass to Nineveh, man. Go deliver these people this message. Jonah like, I don't really like Nineveh. They be tripping. They be looking at you all funny and shit when they go. For real, that's basically what he said. He like, I'll go later, G. God like, I think the fuck not. This whole generation, this whole town, everything depends on it. This story will be told for years to come. Jonah, get your ass to Nineveh. Jonah still didn't. You know what I mean? That's when the whale swallowed him up. Spit his ass up on that beach on fucking Nineveh. You know what I mean? Like, no, bitch, you going. Says, it's almost like you can do it the easy way or the hard way. You can connect to him the easy way, or you can connect to him the hard way. It's almost, you can disobey him and have him, God show himself to you in a way that I feel like he would prefer not to, but he don't mind. You know what I'm saying? He'll get down. He'll go hard in the paint if he must. Or you can just follow his orders and do what he asks you to do, even though you don't really understand what this is he's asking you to do. It doesn't really sound like something you would normally do, but your generation and the generations after you, your legacy and everything, it depends on it, G. It does. Well, all right. So that's how you connect to your higher self. Fuck the naysayers. You got your orders. You can't go against what God is telling you. Excuse me. So it's almost like somebody calling you crazy because you do some shit. Remember I told y'all about that damn, now we know it was the prophet Isaiah. When I told y'all that the prophet Isaiah, God made him run outside with his booty cheeks. He was stark booty naked though. I know a lot of y'all didn't believe the story, but it's true. It's in Isaiah 20, chapter 4. And it happened to David's servants later on. Like he was foretelling what was going to happen to David's servants or the people in Assyria, whatever. Same shit here. People going to call you crazy and say all kind of crazy shit. I'm sure people say shit, I'm crazy and all kind of shit. That bitch, all kind of shit, right? But I know better. I'm connected to my intuition. Queen of Cups. Stay connected. That's why that counseling, you heal with kind words, wide advice, and an empathetic ear, is literally to yourself. She talking to herself, G. Physician, heal thyself. It's like, you got the keys. You got the keys and shit. So don't let nobody convince you that you don't, man. You a spiritual descendant of Abraham is what they just told me. Queen of Cups. Yep. Great fortune. Pour all that shit into yourself. So this counseling is for you, not for anybody else. If she was sitting here talking to somebody else, I'd be like, oh, okay. But she ain't. She got wings already. Look at that. You've got wings. She got wings already. The big chick, right? The human-sized chick. She got wings. And then the motherfucker she talking to, she got wings. This ain't nobody on the outside. Now, maybe you could talk to other like-minded, light beings like yourself in regards to this shit. But I feel like it's just you talking to yourself, your higher self, which is your intuition, the God inside of you. That's how you connect higher. You cannot worry about what other people say. It's almost like sometimes I question myself, like, am I really hearing these people that have passed on talk to me? But the shit that I'll be hearing is there's no other way. You know what I mean? Like some of the shit that I know, I'm like, it's impossible for them not to be, for me to know what this shit is. Just stay sure in your shit, y'all, is what I'm saying. I feel like there's a lot of times that we have where we kind of question ourselves like, am I motherfucking crazy? You ain't crazy. God's authoritative thumbs done came out. I know you ain't crazy. That's the same shit about Isaiah. You know what I'm saying? He was like, I'm sure they gonna think I'm booty crazy, literally booty crazy out here running around for 3 years with my ass out. But he was so dedicated to God, it don't matter what people think. He was a descendant. You know what I'm saying? Now he was a real descendant. Probably. I don't know for sure. I can't remember if Isaiah was a descendant, but I just know he was one of God's chosen prophets, period. That part I do know. He was one of the most prolific prophets in the book. Real shit. Got a whole damn shit. Isaiah, a long ass book. If you write your bullshitting, it really is. But it's very telling. It's very, he told him a lot of shit. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes you'll sit there and wonder, like, am I really feeling this, hearing this guy? You really are. You know what I'm saying? Who you gonna clarify it with? Who you gonna confirm it with? Your people at work? I think the fuck not. That's why God was like, yeah, go on and tell them at work if you want to that I came to you last night. They gonna lock your ass up, right? You can't talk to your family. You can't talk to nobody at work. None of that shit. Because you connected to your higher self. It's a sacred thing. Only thing you can really do is pour that shit back into yourself and elevate higher to get the answers that you look for. This reminds me of like the Akashic records and shit right here. It's like, Everybody can't go as deep in thought and conversation and all that shit as you can with God. It's like that's your father. So how can they possibly be able to tell you what your father is telling you, G? They can't. They can't. So yeah, keep talking to yourself, people. I mean, that sounds crazy, but I know that it's not you. You're talking to yourself, but you're talking to your higher self, you know? Yeah, and don't focus on that material shit, Madonna. Don't focus on what people are saying. I feel like this is Agent Smith, basically. Don't worry about Agent Smith, because Agent Smith is going to try to convince you that you're not Neo. You know what I'm saying? That you're just a regular schmegular ass motherfucker on the street. You done lost your mind, all this shit. Nah, you haven't. You're a spiritual descendant of Abraham is what they keep saying. Yeah, working 9 to 5. So, to connect to your higher self is... So basically, it's like, just remember that this earth shit, work, money, and all that shit, that's just what, we can't take it with us where we're going. So it's better that we adhere to what God is telling us right now to connect to our higher self. Because when it's time to check up out this bitch, ain't none, Dolly or Madonna, none of these motherfuckers going. This job, none of these pinnacles, nothing. Only thing that's going with us is the shit that we've done while we were here to be judged on, G. So you don't want to be judged on this shit. You don't want God to be like, man, I was telling you, and you was sitting there acting like you was crazy or telling people or letting people think you was talking to yourself, and then you start taking pills, you know what I'm saying, to calm your brain down. And I never did get back in touch with you, person watching. It's like, don't let outside people influence your relationship with God. You know what the fuck he telling you. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you just got to keep it to yourself. That's why in that counseling, she basically whispering to her motherfucking self. You know what I'm saying? People could think you crazy all day. I remember I was watching I think it was Angelic Guidance. This was like a year or something ago, because I remember I was working at my job, and I used to put my earphones in, and sometimes I wouldn't plug in my earphones. I'm referring to her because she said she did the same thing. But sometimes I would put my earphones in my ears and plug it up into my phone, but I wouldn't have no music or nothing on. But it was like, I just felt God talking to me, so I felt like I had to talk back. It was weird when he would come. He would always come to me when I was at work, and I'm like, God, I look super crazy walking down the street with my earphones on. But I know you talking to me, and I feel like I have to answer. Like, it wasn't good enough for me to just talk to him in my mind. I physically had to talk. That's how I am at home, like in my altar, or when I get into my meditative state. I can't be silent. I have to physically release the shit. So I would put my earphones in, and I would be talking, and people would think I'm on my phone, but I wasn't talking to no motherfucking body. Nah, I was talking to God. It's just like, I don't need these people all up in my business and shit. You know what I'm saying? Talking about I'm crazy. It's not that's what I'm saying. Like, some people are like, no, that's being ashamed of God. No, it's not. It's protecting your fucking energy and your sacred time with him. So say you were there talking to yourself, right? Like, yeah, God, you're amazing. And thank you for telling. You ain't got no earphones in. Not saying you have to. You can do it however the fuck you want, right? You can. But let's say you're doing that and everybody's staring and shit. Oh my God, it's like then their energy starts attaching itself to you, because now everybody's watching you like, oh my God, look at that girl talking to herself. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about it, but I don't need all their energy attacking my energy. So to avoid them and me to just blend in with the other Agent Smiths or make them think I'm an Agent Smith, I put the earphones in. I ain't really you motherfuckers. I ain't no fucking agent. You know what I'm saying? But I need to get to where I'm going. So if I gotta, you know what I'm saying, put on agent clothes and still, you know what I'm saying, talk to my father, then I will. But you'll never fucking know. That's what I'm saying. You heal with kind words, wise advice, and an empathetic ear. But it's to yourself, dude. See yourself. Talk to yourself. That's how you going to connect to your higher self. Real shit. Joni Mitchell never lied. That's some real shit. That's how you connect to your higher self. I totally agree. Talking to yourself. If God created us in his image and he is in us, right? Which I always say, we are co-gods under the most divine, under the most high God, right? Then technically you really ain't talking to yourself. You know what I'm saying? People that understand that know what the fuck I'm talking about. You ain't talking to yourself. He there. Shit. Anyway, this in regards to love now. Let's move on. Sensitivity. You need it. This rough transvet. You're becoming more sensitive and need to make changes accordingly. I feel like number one, this is saying your heart chakra is opening up. That's what I'm picking up with. You're becoming more sensitive and need to make changes accordingly. I feel like love is coming, y'all. Why would you need to make changes accordingly? If you want to bring love in, love is either coming or you're trying to call love in. If you are trying to call love in, you need to become more sensitive. Love is coming. That means you need to be more sensitive, people. I feel like more welcoming or some shit. These are spiritual messages in regards to love. Damn, 3 came out. Damn, the Tower, 10 of Swords, and the 8 of Cups, G. Yeah, man. But I already know what this is saying, because look at all this turmoil, G. The Tower, 10 of Swords, and the 8 of Cups. Some old fucked up shit happened in love in the past. You've been betrayed multiple times, people. Multiple, right? Preaching to the choir, where people done walked out on you, or you done had to walk out on people. They telling you, don't bring that shit into this new shit, yo. Leave all that shit behind. Basically, you go into your 9th cup up here, which is in the sky, your wish fulfillment. You can't take all this damn Tower and 10 of Swords and shit with you. You can't. Certainly. You can't take it, y'all. Seat's taken. You can't take it. It's almost like so this is like let go, basically. In order to bring in new love and shit, you gotta, number one, be sensitive with yourself. Right? Forgive yourself for dealing with tards and dealing with people that you should have probably known. But all that shit, it's like you got to forgive yourself before this new relationship comes and leave all this betrayal. This body stank. 10 of Swords. That's why he left. It's stanky. You know what I'm saying? You can't. So basically, what God is telling us is like, it's time to let go of that decaying ass old dead body. If your divine masculine, divine feminine ain't came back or they own that fuck shit, fuck them. Shit, fuck them. That shit blew the fuck up for a reason. You know what I mean? Like, how long you gonna stand there and smell dead body and shit? It stank. I've smelled it. It stank. Like, don't take that stench into your new love. I feel like new love is coming, y'all. And it's like you have to be sensitive in order to release this old shit that happened. Like, you have to be. Like, it's mourning. Mourning. It's time to stop mourning over past shit in order to bring in new love. You can still have a soft spot, I feel like, for the person. I'm assuming it's your divine counterpart, because that's what I consider most of us in here watching. I feel like you can still have a soft spot for this motherfucker, but it says you need to make changes accordingly. You can't stay there. That's like someone passing away and you never going home and you staying at the gravesite for the rest of your life, G. You can't. You have to leave. That person ain't even there. You know what I mean? Like, that, I never feel people when I go to their graves. That's why I don't go anymore. Because I really never really go. But like when I would go visit, like say somebody wants to go visit somebody's grave or some shit, I just never felt the person there. I always felt the person outside of the cemetery, outside of the funeral, outside every single time. Every time I go to a funeral, yeah, it's sad, but it's because y'all making me stare at a body all fucking day. You know what I mean? Like, I'm seeing the shell. You know what I mean? The 10 of Swords there. But it's like once I walk away and like get over the actual physical body, you know what I mean? And I go on with my life. It's like I can appreciate what was there. I can actually still feel the person. Maybe that is just me. I feel like a lot of y'all can. But it's the same thing with past love. It's like you gotta mourn the shit, leave some flowers on the motherfucking grave, and keep it fucking moving, people. If you want this new love to come in, you have to make these changes. That's what it says. And I feel like some of y'all have done this and new love is coming in. And for those that are looking putting up, you got to do that shit. Let that past shit go, G. What's this tower? Yeah, journey. Yeah, just gotta let it burn. Earthshire. Gotta let it burn. That's why I said it's like staying at a disaster site after, I mean, like the shit is, I feel it though. I feel what this is. It's letting go, people. You're going to have to let go if you want new love to come in or just want to feel better and heal from some past love, past betrayals and shit like that. You're going to have to be sensitive to yourself and dare I say sensitive to the other person. That's why I was telling y'all earlier in that divine masculine reading. Which one was that? It wasn't this one that we just did. It was Saul or Paul. It was in that reading where I said, excuse me, I don't want my divine counterpart, but I still want that motherfucker to become Paul. That motherfucker still got some shit to do. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like, yeah, it didn't work out between us. Journey card with the damn tower card. There was a lot of betrayal, toxic shit, all kind of shit. That shit dead. I walked away. He walked away. You know what I mean? But it's like, I still have that love for the dude. You know what I'm saying? Sensitivity. And because of that, that'll allow somebody else to come in because it doesn't change. It just didn't work for us. It's like, we need to get to that point, y'all. And I know it's difficult because I feel like this 10 of Swords is fuck shit. I do. But it's like you can't, if you don't get rid of this fuck shit or let this shit go, when the new person comes through, you're going to be accusing them of fuck shit or expecting them to do fuck shit. You will manifest fuck shit in your new shit. If you don't let that old shit go, it's just what it is. It says you're becoming more sensitive though. So like I said, this is either going on and new love is about to come through, because this 8 of Cups is going to your 9th cup, your wish fulfillment. It's either going to come through, or this is what you need to do in order to get that 9th cup, people, period. 10 of Swords. Nipsey came out. Yeah, I told you, man, it's hard for a good man to be king. Look, who ain't been betrayed, dude? I tell you all the time, if you ain't been betrayed or hurt or some shit, I ain't necessarily considering you divine. I ain't. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that just has it easy and all things, all beautiful and butterflies. And, well, then shit, you didn't live like my master Jesus did. So I don't know you. You know what I'm saying? Because his life wasn't all good and butterflies. And none of the other people I read about in the Bible, their life was all good and butterflies. Not the chosen ascended masters, they weren't. So that's what you need to realize too in regards to love. This shit happens to, like, bad shit happens to good people is what I'm telling you. 10 of Swords with the main male, basically. But, I mean, shit, you had to be like this in order to get to your wish fulfillment. They had to crucify you in order for you to resurrect, right? That's even in love. Shit. How would you know how to love somebody if somebody didn't hurt you? You know what I mean? You wouldn't really know. Same shit. How would you know what healing is if you were never in pain type shit? It's this type of shit, y'all. This is something you had to go through with type shit, G. You had to. One on the 8 of Cups. But you heading to your wish fulfillment, though. I know it. I could feel it, y'all. I feel new love coming, or whatever the fuck, whoever y'all waiting on or some shit. I feel it coming if you have let this shit go, walked away from past hurts, forgiving yourself and this person, and still want the best for you both, and just realize that that's just the way shit go. It's some shitty motherfuckers in this world, and I've been in some shitty ass relationships. You gonna find new love. That ain't the next new motherfucker's fault. It really ain't. It's not. That's only gonna stop you. So 8 of Cups. Yeah, main female. This is usually Tatiana here. But like I said, this new love, though. I feel like this new love, y'all. Really, I do. Only reason I say that is because, like I said, I feel like we all divine counterparts in here. So if this isn't new love, then this is Tati fucking Anna. And that would be, you would get a Tatiana because you ain't let go of this tower shit. You still keep going back to it, revisiting the crime scene and shit, returning to the scene of the crime and shit. Like you a fucking Dora the Explorer ass motherfucking Nipsey with the 10 of Swords. Like you gotta keep seeing. This is like my grandma. She asked me, why the fuck they keep going back to that damn? My grandma lived right around the corner from, like, literally, like, right around the corner from the Marathon store. I live, like, a few blocks up, but she, like, right there. Why the hell I don't understand why they keep going up to that damn Marathon store? It's just hoodlums, right? That's what my grandma said. They just hang out. The boy ain't there no more. He gone, right? That's what she says. It's kind of that type of feeling in regards to Nipsey. It's kind of that type of feeling. It's like, they're keeping the dead. You know what I mean? There. I don't feel him there. You know what I'm saying? I drive by that shit all the time. I don't feel the motherfucker there. It feels empty. It feels, so he ain't even there. You know what I'm saying? He ain't even there, y'all. This the same shit. It's like, you can't keep returning to the scene of the crime, meaning looking at people's pictures, going to their Facebook, Instagram, whatever, social media. It's like you either let that shit go or nah. That'll bring in this new soulmate, or else you will probably end up going back to Tatiana or Tatiano. You know what I'm saying? Or get into relationships that are just like that, the same toxic ones. So this is two groups here. This is either you running into your soulmate, meeting your soulmate because you let all that shit go. These are spirit messages in regards to love. Or this is you repeating a cycle and getting into another karmic relationship because you ain't let that shit go in the past, G. Basically. Be nice to yourself. That shit wasn't on your... So this feels like for the people who can't let the shit go, it's like you're beating up on yourself is what, I don't even feel like you blaming the other person. You're beating up on yourself for the people who can't let the shit go. I should have known better. I should have known to leave the first time that shit went crazy. You know what I mean? Because it take a while to get to the 10 swords. It does. So it's almost like this was done over and over and over. Could be by the same person or multiple people, but stop beating yourself up, G. That's what this damn, back to your higher self up here. Where this shit said counseling. You heal with kind words, wise advice, and an empathetic ear to yourself. That's also in regards to love, man. Love on yourself. The shit that motherfucker didn't give you, you are deserving of it. You just was dealing with a motherfucker that couldn't give it to you. That don't mean that's your fault. Yeah, you might have played a part. Let's be honest. We all did. But, and that shit over now. Are you ready for a new motherfucker in your bed or nah? Shit. Because I'm just saying, though. That shit ain't gonna help in this zone. No flex zone. No flex zone. No sex zone. You're gonna be in the no sex zone. You keep doing that. They know better. Tell them they know better. Basically. Shout out to Ray Shrimerd. Yeah. This is Joan Baez. This is my Stay Focused card. Let me put one with her. In regards to love. Nina Simone and Woody Guthrie. Yeah, you can't focus on this shit. On Nina's blues and them raggedy ass motherfuckers you fucked with in the past. Woody is got the potential to be Woodruff, right? We don't fuck with Woodies. Woody is a lazy motherfucker. They don't reach their full potential. They have potential, but they don't reach it, right? With Nina's blues. You can't focus on that motherfucker that you believed it was going to be this way and you thought it was going to be. You got to stop, dude. You got to. Even if you want if this is in regards to your divine counterpart and you want that shit back, and you don't want, like, none, I don't want no new love. I want my divine fucking counterpart. That's fine, too. You still got to follow the same steps and let that shit go and stop going back to what the fuck happened in the past and keep fucking moving. You know what I'm saying? You still need to, it's probably telling you still got to go out there and probably date some more people, and so does your divine counterpart. Because you focusing too much on this bad shit, on what it could have been and all that. So now you have, like, basically stopped the process of your heart chakra opening. I feel like for those who want their divine counterpart back, I feel like you're going to be forced to date other people or go out and mingle and mix with other people. Number one, to raise up your value, to let you see that, or let you know that you are worth more than what the fuck this person had you thinking that you were worth. And number two, so you can get more experience. Is what I'm picking up on. Because I feel like, honestly, on some real shit, like a lot of y'all, I used to think that too. Like, nope, I'm always with my divine counterpart. I am. There's no way I won't. Shit. When you raise up to Nipsey/Nipseyetta and shit, you start meeting more Nipseys and Nipseyettas out there on them streets, man. I'm telling you. That's what I'm saying. That may happen to some of y'all. I feel like a lot of y'all don't want that and have shut the shit down. Like, nope, there's no one else, none. I feel you. That's your shit, G. That's how you want to roll. Fine. But you still gonna have to let this situation go and still elevate, get on that damn self-love tour in order for this motherfucker to come back to you if that's what you want. Regardless, you can't keep focusing on what the fuck they did and why they're not here and all that. Then you still ain't gonna get that motherfucker. You still gonna end up in a karmic, toxic relationship with Tatiano. That's how your divine counterpart's gonna come back. Because you are manifesting the worst parts of that motherfucker. Because you ain't letting it go. For those that don't want the divine counterpart back, yeah, stop focusing and thinking that the next motherfucker gonna be just like the last motherfucker. Because you will manifest that shit. You Nipsey now, right? You talk to yourself, you know what I'm saying? Not your self, but your higher self, right? You're a spiritual descendant of Abraham. Nipsey flew out. So why in the fuck would you think that your relationship, God is going to have you? I'm saying now that you have elevated. Yes, when we were down here as Tatiana, because we all been Tatianas and Tatianos. Yeah. When we were like that, yeah. We were all in danger of being in a relationship like the one we just got the fuck out of, right? But we have ascended. We have begun our ascension process. So basically what I just talked to a nun the other day. Shout out to you, nun, because I had to ask her a question because the bitch was just, number one, she was a badass bitch too. I'm like, damn, you look, I mean, I was like drooling and I love men, but she was beautiful. Shit, she was in Vancouver. Just so you know, I'm talking to you, ma'am, lady, beauty queen, okay? I was asking her, I'm like, I asked her, I said, what do you think about, like, as you being, like, a light worker, this divine being, how do you feel about, like, the person that God is going to send to you? Like, do you feel like this is a person that you're going to have to heal and fix and shit? Or do you feel like this person should come to you as your equal? And she was like, I feel like God is going to send you someone who's on your level or higher. And I agree with her. That's what I'm saying. When people are like, you never know, you may have to help the person. I get that shit, but I don't feel like you should always have to help your spouse and your spouse don't pour back into you. I don't want to take work home. So that's like me doing tarot readings all day and then I got a dude who like, hey, can you do a tarot reading for me when you get home? Fuck no, I can't. I've been doing this shit all day. It's like, that's what I'm saying. So God is not going to send me somebody who wants fucking tarot readings all day, or he's going to send somebody, I mean, not saying that I wouldn't do that for them, but this person will pour back into me as well. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like I'm a teacher constantly and shit. So it's like, So I don't expect this for my next person, whoever the fuck it is that I meet, to be on some below me shit. I expect this motherfucker to teach me something. Teach me how to Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie. I expect them to teach me how to Dougie and not teach them how to Dougie. We help each other out. But you ain't about to be in no one-sided ass relationship again if you let all this shit go. You ain't even attracting that type of person no more, people. So just so you know, that's in regards to love. But she was completely right. Because I don't feel like you should have to heal your spouse and then you not get that back. Or just like I say, if you the smartest motherfucker in your crew, get a new crew. You should not be the smartest person in your clique. You just shouldn't, because that means you have stopped learning. If you're the smartest person, it's time to elevate. That's why I know I'll never be in a relationship like I was in before, because I want a motherfucker to teach me something. I ain't one of them bitches where I think I know everything and I don't need him, and teach me some shit. That's how I learned how to shoot guns. Teach me some shit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know everything. And that's why I want to be around people who have all different types of knowledge. You do too. You should want that shit in love as well. You know what I mean? I don't want to be teaching a motherfucker all the time. Shit, the fuck? Anyway. Career and finances, you got the build up. Your innate ability to build and create brings you, excuse me, I'm smoking. That fire, excuse me. Your innate ability to build and create brings you a deep sense of accomplishment. In regards to career and finances, I feel like a lot of y'all are trying to open businesses, find more ways of, different ways of income, new jobs. I feel like this is saying a lot of y'all need to step out your comfort zone. Because it says your innate ability to build and create brings you a deep sense of accomplishment. This is almost like y'all need to challenge yourself. So I feel like this is saying in order to get that sense of accomplishment and money and career, you need to go places you ain't never went before. Some of this means go back to school. Some of this means go for that promotion, go for that raise, go ask for that shit. Maybe do that job that you never thought that you could do, but it's like you can, but you just got to go for it. I'm getting a fear here with this builder, because look at his hand. He's like, you think I can make it there? Yeah, dude, I do. You have the innate ability to build and create. That's what it says. And that's really what fills that emptiness inside of you. So for those of y'all that have a 9-to-5 working and you feel just empty, like, dude, man, I'm tired of going to this motherfucker, Joe. Every day it's the same shit. It's because you're ready to build and create. You feel accomplished when you do so. You know what I mean? You're a fucking leader. You ain't no follower. That's why. So I'm not saying y'all need to quit y'all job or none of that, but there's some sort of, I feel like this is saying there's something you need to become a leader in. If it ain't work, there's something that you need to become a leader in, take lead in. Yeah, that's what they're making me feel like. Take lead on something. It don't have to be work. Shit, like I said, y'all pass, I pass out shit to the homeless. But even if you just started whatever it is that you do to give back to your community, it's like begin something, start something. Even if you coach your kids' little league team, it's like it brings you a sense of accomplishment because you have that power to see the change. You know what I'm saying? I can't feed every motherfucking homeless person in my neighborhood. I can't. But shit, I have run into duplicates, triplicates, like, oh shit, none, you know, when you start seeing the same motherfucker 2-3 times and shit, like, you really been in them scrapes. Like, these motherfuckers know you and shit now. Like, oh shit. Deep sense of accomplishment. It could be the same motherfucker. I don't care if I gave the same man the same bag. I remember I was like, going to the weed shop and right, like, it was in Inglewood and shit, but right where I am, or right where I was going, there's a red light, and it's long as fuck, and it's right next to the railroad tracks and shit. And this is the same dude. This motherfucker would recognize my car, and I came up, and he would come up to my window and just be like, doop, doop, doop. Like, bitch, I know you got a bag, right? And I'm like, damn, I done gave this, because I was going to the weed shop like 3 times a week. And I'm like, I done gave this man, he got all the socks, all the ravioli. He got all the tooth. Like, this man got everything. And I felt like, damn, am I supposed to just keep giving this motherfucker shit when there's other people? I still felt accomplished. It wasn't for me to decide. I mean, shit, the man was in the right place at the right time, right? Shit, they shut the weed shop down. I don't even go that way no more. So at the end of the day, there was a deep sense of accomplishment because I'm like, damn, I don't even see him no more. So hopefully he got enough pairs of socks, water, toothbrush, you know what I'm saying, to last him for a little while because I don't go that way. So it's that type of shit. It's like the shit you think you can't do or the shit that you think is not making a difference, or it does in your career, in your finances, just them little steps. You know more than you think you do. You can make a bigger change in career and finances, or in regards to what it is that you do, your life path, purpose, or whatever. It can bring money and you can feel accomplished in it, dude. Both. It's like both for us. You can do both. One on builder. Knight of Cups. Yeah, it's like a... So in regards to career and finances, I feel like this is time for y'all to start doing things that make you feel good on the inside. Remember, I told y'all up there with that counseling and shit when God was telling you not to focus on the money. You know what I'm saying? You're already a spiritual descendant of Abraham. So all that shit is like been assigned to you. It's almost like inheritance. Your inheritance has been passed down from generation to generation. So you focusing on it and overworking yourself ain't even going to bring it to you. It's either yours or it ain't. So at this point, it's almost like you're looking to be fulfilled. Because it really look like money and career ain't really a big deal. And when you start treating it like that, that's when the shit come. Real shit. When you stop focusing on money, that shit just seem to fall out the fucking sky. Real shit. And that's when you ain't no lover of it, though. When you a lover of it. So that's why I tell people who love money are always in a relationship and can't never get money. People who want to be in love and want to be in a relationship always have money. It's never balanced. You know what I'm saying? Because one looks for one harder than the other. I feel like you can have both with these. Builder. I feel like in regards to career and finance, you want to do something that you love to do and make money and shit and fulfill your purpose. I feel like it's all possible. Now, that doesn't mean it's all wrapped up in one. Like I said, you could work Monday through Friday, right? And then on Sundays or Saturdays, you coach your kids' little league team. And for some reason, that just fills you up. You know what I mean? Like you just... Who knows? Maybe you meet some kids there and their dads don't come. You know what I mean? So now you're a dad to these other little kids in addition to your kid. And it just gives you like a sense of accomplishment. You get blessed for that financially. Like I say, me putting out videos and going extra time on these videos when I'm like, you know, do the outcome and what's to come and all this. And I just get the where you leave and you be like, I feel satisfied, Nun. Yeah, you do. You know what I mean? And people are like, you shouldn't work so hard. You should do that. No, actually, I shouldn't because I love what I do. Knight of Cups, and God rewards me. I'm a builder. You know what I'm saying? It gives me a deep sense of accomplishment to do that when I know that y'all like, damn, then I feel like I got a personal reading on fucking YouTube. Shit makes sense. That makes me feel good. You know what I mean? And I wasn't looking for that. So it's a deep sense of accomplishment, and I get rewarded from my master every time. I ain't went hungry one day since I've done that shit. Since I go out of my way and put extra minutes on the videos, or for those that get personals from me who know that I usually go over the time and because I want to know about you and talk to you and shit, I always get blessed for that shit. You know what I'm saying? I see it coming. Builder, I do. So my innate ability to build and create brings me a deep sense of accomplishment. Same shit for you. You can't really be looking for monetary shit out of it. You got to love what you do, and then you just get the monetary shit out of it. Gang, that's how that shit go down. Literally, that's how it happens. So I feel like you got to start putting something out there, people. You got to start building and creating shit. And then that frequency comes back to you in career and finance. What you put out, it comes. So basically, it's like an exchange. You give money. It's not like when you go to the grocery store, you pay for food with food. No, you pay for the food with money and then you get the food. So it's the same shit. Whatever you put out, it comes back to you as money or whatever it is that you are, or career or whatever. That's how that shit happen, Captain. Put one with the Knight of Cups on the builder. And y'all see I ain't stopped smoking weed. The shit got better. Shit. The strains got better. You see my little tarot table cleaned up and stopped catching on fire and shit. I'm telling you. He's here. He's here. God is here. And he takes very good care of me in love, even though I don't have nobody, but he still take care of me. You know what I'm saying? He done opened up my heart chakra to let me know and shit. Let that shit go, Nun. I was talking to myself. I talk to myself all the motherfucking time, but I really ain't talking to myself, though. I'm not, you know? That's why I'm able to do this shit. Same shit. It's basically, this whole thing feels like being authentically yourself, right? Not letting nobody change you or tell you wrong for the shit that you do that makes you feel like satisfied and fulfilled. There is no wrong way to be God's child. You know what I'm saying? He gonna let you know if there's a wrong way, but I mean, it's like that's like you being a parent and you got 5 children and one of them is allergic to strawberries and the other ones ain't. So when you make strawberry pie, what you gonna make the other one eat the fucking strawberry pie because you made strawberry pie? No, each relationship is different. Same shit with God. So really, all these 3 different piles should hit everybody totally fucking different. You know what I mean? It really should. Because your relationship with God shouldn't be close to mine and mine shouldn't be close to yours. It's sacred. You know, so I feel like y'all already know what y'all need to do in regards to building and creating, or what it is that gives you a deep sense of accomplishment. You just can't figure out if you can make money with it. I feel like for those who can't figure out how to make money with their purpose, I feel like there's a dual purpose then. meaning that you'll probably have to toggle both, or you know what I mean? Like it's some way where you incorporate both. Some people do have, remember Jesus was a carpenter and shit. They don't tell you in the Bible that he kept making tables and chairs, but I'm sure Jesus needed some money, which he probably didn't. But I'm saying, I'm sure it wasn't no thing for him to just bang out a couple tables and chairs and shit for somebody. And I'm almost 100% sure that Jesus made some shit during his time of travel. I'm sure he did. That was his thing. He could build things. I know Jesus built a table and some chairs. And when he saw people sit in it, he was probably like, it's a deep sense of accomplishment. You know what I mean? Granted, I'm the Messiah, yeah, but my earthly thing is to build tables and chairs. I'm a carpenter. I build things with wood. I'm a builder. Duh. Look at it. Duh. I didn't realize I was saying that. But yeah, basically, it does give you a sense of accomplishment. I'm sure when people sat down and ate at his table and he built some shit, he was like, wow, you know what I mean? Like, it's getting some use out of it. Some good use. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter who or how many times. Like I said, the homeless man, I don't care how many. After a while, I mean, I was getting upset, but then that's when God let me know, like, you don't get to decide who fucking eats and how many times, none. You just give the fucking bag, bitch. And I was like, oh, okay, Callie, basically. And it did give me a deep sense of accomplishment, because now sometimes when I'm out, I don't see people. I get so upset when I'm driving. Like, I purposely go out sometimes and designate some days where I go out and look for people to pass out bags to, right? In this neighborhood. Like, I ain't been out in the streets or whatever. Roll up a blunt. Let's turn on some nip and roll down Slauson and fucking start feeding people and shit, right? Sometimes I see them. Sometimes I don't. The last time I went, man, I'm talking about I went all the way down Slauson, like, I don't even want to tell you how far I went, but I went down far and then just came back around on the other side. For those that live out here, came up 54th and shit, like around Arlington, just came back around, went down Crenshaw. I ain't seen nobody. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? It was almost like, God will lead you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, I got my own message of why I didn't see anybody that day. So I'm okay with that. But it's like, God will lead you. It's just, you need to be prepared to build. You know what I'm saying? You need to be, so I'd feel worse if I didn't have the shit when I needed to have it, as opposed to me having the shit and, you know what I mean? Like, not having nobody to pass it out to. It's almost like I don't want to get caught off guard. You know what I mean? So if I got to just keep my whole car full of fucking it ain't shit kids, then that's what the fuck I'm going to do. Just having them in the car brings me a sense of accomplishment. That's what I'm saying, y'all. Like, not everything is going to bring, I feel like God is looking for the dedication. That's what I feel like. It's like, I know this is supposed to be career and finance, but it feels like your purpose. It feels like whatever you do for your purpose, or whatever your higher self, your purpose, your path is, if you start that, it feels like it brings in your career, like it enhances your career and finances. As above, so below, like I tell y'all all the time. So this as above shit would be like whatever it is your path and your purpose is. So below, it's going to hit your career and finances, where your shit just bulk the fuck up. You're going to see it. Page of Swords with the Knight of Cups. You will. You just got to get started, though. So figure out what it is. Page of Swords, because he learns and shit. Have fun. That motherfucker skipping, singing in the rain, just singing in the rain, right? It's almost like you still got to be happy with whatever the fuck it is that you do, even if you don't yield results right away. It doesn't matter. As above. They don't care. They just want to see if you dedicated. Like I said, my whole back seat, y'all, it's full of them fucking kids. And I'm talking about I done drove through the hood. Literally. I ain't see, or it'll be a situation, y'all, where I'm driving past and I do see somebody and the light's green, or I can't stop, or I can't turn back. It'll be something like that where I feel just fucking bad. You know what I mean? And I feel like they just check it. You know what I mean? Like, well, you just want to see where your heart is. Because, you know, the more and more money and the shit that you get, you may detach from those type of things. It makes me feel even worse. I feel like this is what they're saying, y'all. Not to keep using myself, but just to let y'all know what's going on here. It's almost like in order for your 3D shit to build up, you got to start building up your 5D shit. So basically your career and finances in the 5D got to build up in order for your career and finances to build up in the 3D. You got a job in the 5D. And what you do in your job in the 5D will yield results in the 3D, G. Career and finances. And it'll bring you a deep sense of accomplishment. It will. I totally agree with that shit. I put that shit on everything. Strength card. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Dedication, just to see if you're going to do it. It's like, will you still get out there? You know what I'm saying? And face the battles, face the challenges, tired, hungry, yawning, all that shit. Are you still going to do it? Are you strong enough to, I keep getting endurance here, y'all. Is what, like, this whole theme of this fucking, Reading here is what I keep hearing. Endurance. I feel like some of y'all are going to go back to school or want to learn a new trade. Some of y'all who want like these new jobs, some of y'all do need to go and learn a new trade. Go to school, get a certificate, a license, a degree, some shit like that. But I feel like you're going to breeze right through that shit. Some of y'all are worried about that. You got the Knight of Swords and the Page of Cups. I feel like this is going to be easy. I feel like prior to you ascending, this probably would have been hard for you to do. I do. But I feel like because you're going in your purpose and all that, like when you get to go get this degree or this certificate, career, whatever, it's going to be even easier for you. And you ain't even going to understand why, but it's just because you have ascended. It's like God is already, I feel like God is going to put these things in your head. Like it's going to make sense. Say you never understood calculus, right? But you got to take this class for whatever the fuck. And say since then you've been ascending, working on yourself, all that shit connected with God. And you get to the calculus class and you're like, this shit actually make fucking sense. Like, look at this. Like, I don't even know how the fuck I know. I just know shit. I feel like there's something with you just starting and then God just, everybody, I feel like he just pours the knowledge into you, G. You a spiritual descendant of Abraham. You know what I'm saying? So you already, this shit is embedded, encoded in you, period. Strength card. You just got to have the courage to do it. I feel like your as above mission ties into your so below mission. It does, y'all. I feel like if you haven't started, you should probably just start, G. Just start something. Like I told y'all about in that one where I was like, if you even at your kid's school, if you can put money or donate lunch tickets or whatever the fuck for kids or whatever who don't have lunch, I feel like you'll see that come back to you in your career and finance. It's like whatever you put out as above, so below it returns. I feel like if you haven't seen any changes in career, your job getting on your nerves and shit like that, try giving back to whoever it is that you need to give back to. I always say community, but it don't have to be. But try giving back to others, the world, and see how that affects your job and your finances. I feel like you'll see a big difference, G. To a lot of people, it don't make sense. Like, wait, how am I going to make more money if I'm giving more of myself? I don't know. I didn't make the rules. That's just what God had said. And I tried it and it fucking worked. Because before I started doing tarot and I was passing out them damn it ain't shit kits, I wasn't hurting. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't hungry then either. I was actually straight and I didn't have help from y'all to even help me get the it ain't shit kits. I was doing that shit completely on myself. Then God was like, fuck your job. Go start this tarot shit and really pass them motherfuckers out. Now I ain't got no problems making them. He just wanted to see if I was going to start and give of myself, you know what I'm saying, out of my own pocket. You know what I'm saying? First with rent and all that shit. None, are you still going to do that shit even though this the same job? I ain't gave you nothing else extra. You going to take from your mouth to get to the next motherfucker? Let me see. I did. He blessed me after that, y'all. Real shit. I'm telling you, you have a job as above. When you do that shit as above, it affects your job so below. I'm telling you. It's true. Knight of Cups. Coffin card came out. Yeah, it's almost like God likes a cheerful giver, right? So you can't go out there like not happy. You know what I'm saying? With this coffin card and Knight of Cups. He know when you going out there like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess I'll go feed the homeless today. Or that's why I say you got to love what you do. And he knows, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I be talking about fake ass motherfuckers and shit who be like, I'm a mentor. I go out there. I empower men. I empower women. Shut your lying ass up. God know you're full of shit. And I can tell you're full of shit because I always tell you, look at the fruit of a person's tree. Look at the fruit that they bear. For them people that talk about they mentors and they help people and they do all this shit and they're out there and, you know what I mean, getting people right and all that shit. Look, what's up? What's going on with their life? That's because these people don't really enjoy what they do. So it doesn't get returned to them in the 3D because they ain't really doing this shit out of the kindness of their heart in the 5D. You have to have a pure heart, which goes back with that sensitivity there with love. All this shit tying in together, spiritual descendant of Abraham, opening, you know what I'm saying, letting all that dead body shit go with that love shit will help you build some shit because you ain't got you don't carry dead things. You ain't no motherfucking hearse, you know what I'm saying, with this damn Knight of Cups and this damn coffin card in regards to none of that shit. So I feel like once you let all that shit go, that it's okay to talk to yourself or your connection with God is what the fuck it is. And that's just what it is. What happened to you in your love shit, that's just what the fuck it is. I feel like once you accept that, it opens up your eyes even more because it's like, damn, this is just who the fuck I am. So let me start building on who the fuck I am now that I've accepted everything else that's happened in my life. You let that dead shit go. Then you start enjoying what it is that you do or put out there and your purpose. Then you see the rewards come back in your 3D shit. Real shit. Real shit. Page of Swords. The marriage card came out. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Some of y'all need to commit to doing other things. It's like you can't just love shit for yourself almost. And so that's what I'm saying. Like, you have to be a cheerful giver. It's not that you want to do it all the time. It's just a cheerful giver. It's like, yeah, I don't feel good. It's raining outside. But I know motherfuckers out there wet and hungry type shit. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm that committed. I'm probably just going to go out and go pass out some kits and just see if people need me today. That type shit. It's a little inconvenient. Yeah, but it's like, you're building something. You know what I mean? So that part doesn't bother you. I'm telling you, y'all, this is really making me feel like you guys have to give something back out into the world in order for career and finances. So for those who career and finances are good, I bet any amount of money is because you started giving back or doing something, giving more of yourself, whether it be time or whatever the fuck that you're doing. That's why. For those who are still waiting and looking for that shit, that's why. You still got to give more of yourself. You can't hoard everything. You know what I mean? You can't keep everything to yourself. You can't. Just like one of the nuns told me, and I said I was going to do this, and I probably will. On them days when I ain't got time to pass out no kids, she was like, I'd get $20. She was like, and I'll get a bunch of singles and I just drop them off at the bus stop. I'll just be dropping singles off at the bus stop. And I'm like, damn, that's dope. It's dope because that's where the homeless people sleep at nighttime, right? If you look, well, in my neighborhood, the bus stop becomes your bedroom for homeless people at a certain time. So yeah, that'd be cool for them to wake up and find some money and a bag and shit. Hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? It gives you a deep sense of accomplishment. You know what I mean? It's the little things, y'all. I bet you throw out that dub and shit. Just throw some singles out the window and shit, or homeless people and shit. Swear up and down, dude, your finances and your career will increase. You know what I'm saying? It's a frequency. It comes back to you. You can't hold on to shit in this life. Like I told y'all, we can't take none of this shit where we going. When we dead, you seen that 10 of swords? You ain't taking no money and none of this shit. So you might as well get your resume, your spiritual resume up while you down here. You know what I'm saying? And then enjoy the perks of your regular 3D life. But then shit, when it's time to go and shit, damn, your spiritual resume is on fleek. I hate that word, but that's what they just said. My spirit guides, y'all be trying. I love y'all. Y'all really do. Imprisonment card with the strength card. Because they be having me saying nuance and all these other words and shit. And then they be like, we'll give her a cool one. Say fleek. Like, no, guys, I like nuance better. Like, I'd stick with the regular ones. I don't like fleek, okay? In regards to career and finances, don't tame the beast, man. This reminds me of the lion's den with Daniel and shit. I feel like a lot of people gonna try to you won't be harmed. That's what I'm saying. A lot of y'all are worried about losing shit. You know what I mean? Like, if I give this, then I don't have anything. And if I don't know, I feel like a sense of people wanting to hold on to shit. That's literally what I get, y'all. I don't know who that's for, but I feel that there's a sense of people wanting to hold on to things. You know what I mean? Material. So it's like you worship things more than you worship God. I hate to say it, but I mean, if you hold on to shit like that, then obviously you do. You know what I mean? Like, granted, none of us want to lose our home, our jobs. I get that. But what I'm saying is, if you remember what I tell y'all, faith without works is dead. So if you have faith that shit, I know God put me here for a reason. He tells me. That's why I've been talking to myself. He told me, none, spend your own fucking money and go make them kids. God, I don't have no money. Silence, village idiot. I said, go out there and spend your own money and make them kids. I'm like, okay, God, I guess I'm going to be eating top ramen too, because I don't know where you think this money coming from. Started doing that shit. I ain't never had no fucking problem with money. Everybody thought I was crazy. What the fuck are all these bags in the back seat? Everybody would always ask me, oh, my homeless people bags, talking all that shit. I ain't had no issues and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying they could talk all the shit they want. I saw the fucking results of the shit. That's why I'm telling y'all the shit is real. Same thing here with the fucking love here, with the sensitivity. All this shit, you can't hold on to this shit. Everything is like you can't hold on to. And it doesn't matter what people think or what they did to you in the past or none of that shit. You have to stay free because you're here for something. So you can't carry the load of what people think you're doing and how they think you should be connected with God. You can't carry the load of how you think a relationship should be, should have been, and whose feelings you gonna hurt and who hurt your feelings and are they coming back. None of that shit. That's not why you here, G. Now, if you a 3D motherfucker, then you will worry about all this shit. But if you a 5D motherfucker, then you need to put some works behind that faith and shit and start giving back. Start putting something else out there. Start being a soldier, right? Like I tell y'all, we 5-star generals and shit. So when you get called to duty, the shit, you may not want to leave. You may not want to get deported. You may have just came up on whatever the fuck. But when he tell you to do some shit, no matter how crazy it sound, no matter who hurt you or whatever, do that shit. I'm telling you, he's telling you for a reason. And that shit, look, you get a deep sense of accomplishment. It's real. Start putting something out there, y'all, for others is what I'm being told. And it's going to multiply for you. Amen. Lead singer of the band, told you. You become a leader. That's what I told y'all before. There's something about leadership and shit here. It's time for you to take a lead, a stand, is what I'm being told. But not because you're expecting to get love or money or any of this shit out of it. It's time to take a stand and be a leader because that's what you have been called to do. You know what I'm saying? You need to be okay with taking a stand and being a leader if God says, I'm not going to give you shit. Like he told Isaiah, you're going to walk around for 3 years with your booty cheeks out. And Isaiah was like, do I get anything for this? God didn't even bother. Look, you my prophet. You know what I'm saying? You already done got the perks because I talked to you personally. Counseling, you know what I mean? I'm telling you to walk around with your stuff out, you know what I'm saying? Because you about to send a message to these motherfuckers in Assyria that I don't like the way they get down, and I'm about to expose they motherfucking ass. That's why, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure Isaiah was like, for real, man? 3 years? Hey, God likes a cheerful giver. Isaiah, I'm sure there were days when he woke up like, man, I was going to look for something to put on, but what's the point, God? Remember you said, I'm sure he had them feelings and shit, but his dedication to him was so much more important than anything else. You know what I mean? And it paid off. It paid off. Same shit with you. It's like it may not make sense. He may not come with you when you want him, but he's always on time is what they say. The shit that I feel like whatever it is that you're being prompted to do, to go out there and do, it may not make sense. You may be like, damn, God, I don't even have time to do this. I don't have time, none. I don't have time. I don't have the money. You better find the time and the money because he's already telling you what to do. It's almost like you're doubting him. For those that are not in this space, don't doubt him. He gonna tell you to do some shit that sound off the wall. G, I'm telling you, the God ain't never told me nothing that ain't sound far-fetched ever. Never. Every time God has talked to me, it's always something where I'm like, are you sure? Like where it's something where I really needed some like advice or help, or he was telling me to move a certain way. Every time I'm like, huh? What do you mean? Like, he's like, do it. Like, are you sure, dude? Like, yes, do it. He ain't steered me wrong not once in 40 fucking years, okay? And I've gotten closer to him towards towards now. But I mean, I've always known him. But now I know for sure all the stuff he was telling me throughout my lifetime that just sounded crazy that I didn't do, that I should have done. Now I know why he was telling me to do those things. So now I make it a point to not question him. I mean, shit, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I'm like hurt, sad, because there's some shit I don't want to do sometimes. But I go forward cheerfully because God wouldn't steer me wrong in love, career, and finance, nor with connecting with him. He know how the fuck he want me to come and live in this world. Shit, same shit with y'all, yo. So that's been your Grab Bag Monday, people. I hope that helped. I don't know what the fuck this gonna sound like or nothing because I wasn't sure, but I was told to put spiritual messages out today. So, and there you have it. So yeah, y'all, that's been the reading for Grab Bag Monday. Like I said, it may or may not have resonated with every single person. I don't never give a fuck on spiritual messages because when God tell me to deliver some shit, I don't give a fuck who get it. Even if it's just me and you, your mama and your cousin too. If it's just me, you, your mama and your cousin too, that's 4 of us. I'm good with that. I'm good with that. You know what I'm saying? God is like, hey, you put it out there. You build. You got a deep sense of accomplishment. Don't trip, Crip. You know what I'm saying? Like, who give a fuck if they dislike it? Talk shit, whatever the fuck. You did your part, Nun. That's all I'm saying with y'all in regards to career and finances. Do your part. Watch him return that shit. Watch him. Let him show you what you're working with. Let him show you, okay? Let me show you something. All right, guys. Happy Monday. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. I'm sure I will talk to y'all again throughout the rest of the week. I'm going to finish up these signs today. Cancer, Leo, Virgo. I know I still got y'all. And yeah, I guess that's it, y'all. Okay. So please hit like, subscribe, share with your friends. Info for private readings will be below the video. I will talk to y'all later. Love you bunches. Bye.